channel. wildlifeLensTV. WLTV documentary. Title: Lion, the King of Africa's Deadliest Dynasty. Chapter 1: Meet the True King. The African savanna falls silent. The zebras stop grazing. The wildebeest freeze. Even the wind seems to pause. Somewhere beyond the tall golden grass, a single roar rolls across the landscape. It echoes for miles, announcing the arrival of the most iconic predator on Earth. For thousands of years, humans have crowned one animal above all others as the king of beasts. Its image appears on ancient cave walls, royal flags, family crests, coins, monuments, and sports teams across the globe. But what truly makes a lion a king? It isn't the biggest predator in Africa. That title belongs to the elephant. It isn't the fastest. A cheetah easily outruns it. It isn't the strongest bite. Even a spotted hyena can crush bone with greater force. Yet somehow, the lion stands above them all. Its power comes from something far more extraordinary, a rare combination of strength, intelligence, teamwork, courage, and family. Today, we'll journey deep into the hidden world of lions to uncover the truth behind one of nature's greatest legends. We'll witness brutal battles for power, remarkable family bonds, daring nighttime hunts, and shocking secrets that few people ever see. Welcome to the kingdom of lions. Unlike most cats, lions are highly social animals. Instead of living alone like leopards or tigers, lions build powerful family groups known as prides. A pride may include several related lionesses, playful cubs, and one or more dominant males who defend the territory. This unique lifestyle has helped lions become one of Africa's most successful predators. Today, wild lions roam scattered regions across sub-Saharan Africa, from the sweeping Serengeti plains of Tanzania to Botswana's Okavango Delta and South Africa's protected reserves. A much smaller population, the Asiatic lion, survives in India's Gir forest, making it the only wild lion population outside Africa. Although they share the same species, African and Asiatic lions differ in several ways. Asiatic lions are generally smaller, have shorter manes, and often display a distinctive fold of skin running along the belly. African lions are larger, with fuller manes that can range from blonde to deep black depending on age, genetics, health, and environmental conditions. But no matter where they live, every lion faces the same challenge: survive. Every sunrise begins another battle, for food, territory, mates, and the future of the pride. Some lions will reign for years. Others may lose everything in a single night. And in the wild, there are no second chances. This is the true kingdom of lions, a world where every roar carries a message, every hunt is a gamble, and every day tests the strength of a dynasty. Next chapter, Built for Battle, where we'll explore the incredible anatomy that makes lions one of Earth's most formidable predators. Chapter 2: Built for Battle. As the first rays of sunlight stretch across the African plains, the king slowly rises. At first glance, a lion may appear calm, even lazy. But beneath that golden coat lies one of the most powerful bodies nature has ever engineered. Every muscle, every tooth, and every claw has evolved for one purpose: to dominate. An adult Malay African lion can weigh over 250 kilograms, or about 550 pounds, while standing nearly 4 feet tall at the shoulder and measuring more than 10 feet from nose to tail. Females are smaller and lighter, but they are just as athletic, and often even more agile. Unlike animals built for long-distance endurance, lions are explosive athletes. Their muscular shoulders, broad chest, and powerful hind legs allow them to launch forward with incredible force in a matter of seconds. When a hunt begins, there is no time for hesitation. A lion can accelerate rapidly and reach speeds of up to 80 kilometers per hour, or about 50 miles per hour, but only over short distances. Every chase is a race against exhaustion. If the prey escapes those first few moments, the lion usually gives up to conserve precious energy. One of its greatest weapons isn't speed. It's silence. Soft, padded paws allow lions to move across dry grass almost without a sound. Each careful step brings them closer to unsuspecting prey before the final explosive charge. Then come the claws. Unlike a cheetah's semi-retractable claws, a lion's claws remain hidden until the instant they're needed. Curved like razor-sharp hooks, they grip struggling prey and deliver devastating slashes during battles with rivals. But the jaws may be even more terrifying. Armed with 4 dagger-like canine teeth that can exceed 7 centimeters, or nearly 3 inches, a lion can seize the throat or muzzle of large prey with astonishing precision. Behind those canines are powerful carnassial teeth that slice through flesh like specialized shears, allowing lions to consume massive meals in remarkably little time. Perhaps the lion's most recognizable feature is its magnificent mane. No other wild cat wears such an impressive crown. To us, the mane symbolizes royalty. In nature, it serves several critical purposes. A thick mane helps protect the neck during violent fights with rival males, reducing the risk of fatal bites. It also makes a lion appear larger and more intimidating before a battle even begins. Interestingly, not all manes are alike. Some are golden, while others grow deep brown or nearly black. Research suggests darker maned males often signal maturity and good condition, making them more attractive to females while discouraging potential challengers. But carrying a large mane comes at a cost. It traps heat beneath the blazing African sun, forcing males to rest for long periods during the hottest hours of the day. Fortunately, lions are perfectly adapted to life after sunset. Their eyes contain a reflective layer called the tapetum lucidum, which bounces light back through the retina, dramatically improving vision in dim conditions. While humans struggle in near darkness, lions can navigate and hunt with remarkable confidence. Their hearing is equally extraordinary. Tiny movements of their rounded ears allow them to pinpoint distant sounds with remarkable accuracy, even the faint rustle of grass or the cautious footsteps of an antelope hidden in the darkness. And then there is the roar. A full-grown male's roar can travel up to 8 kilometers, or about 5 miles, depending on terrain and weather conditions. It isn't simply a display of power. It's a declaration of territory, a warning to rivals, and a way to reunite scattered members of the pride across vast landscapes. Every roar sends a clear message. This kingdom already has a ruler. Yet, even with incredible muscles, deadly claws, powerful jaws, and unmatched senses, no lion survives on strength alone. Its greatest advantage is something far rarer among big cats: teamwork. In the next chapter, we'll witness how lions transform cooperation into one of the most effective hunting strategies in the animal kingdom, where patience, precision, and perfect timing decide who eats and who goes hungry. Chapter 3: The Perfect Hunting Machine. As darkness spreads across the African savanna, the balance of power begins to shift. Animals that grazed confidently beneath the afternoon sun now become restless. Herds bunch together. Ears twitch at every sound. Eyes scan the tall grass for the slightest movement. Somewhere nearby, the hunters are already watching. Unlike most big cats, lions rarely hunt alone. Their greatest weapon isn't speed or strength, it's cooperation. A pride functions like a highly coordinated team, with each member playing a role that increases the chances of success. While adult males are capable hunters, it is usually the lionesses who lead the hunt. Working together, they display remarkable patience, communication, and precision. The hunt often begins long before the chase. Hidden by darkness and tall grass, the lionesses spread out across the landscape. Some quietly move to the sides of a herd while others remain behind, slowly closing the distance. There is no roaring. No unnecessary movement. Only silence. Every step is measured. Every position has a purpose. They wait for the perfect opportunity, a young calf separated from its mother, an elderly buffalo slowing behind the herd, or an injured antelope unable to keep pace. Then, everything changes. In a sudden explosion of speed, the lionesses charge from multiple directions. Panic races through the herd as dozens of animals scatter in every direction. Dust fills the air. Hooves thunder across the ground. The prey has only seconds to react. Contrary to popular belief, lions do not rely on long pursuits. Their heavy, muscular bodies make endurance impossible. Instead, they depend on surprise and overwhelming force. A single mistake by the prey can mean the difference between life and death. As one lion drives the herd forward, another cuts off its escape route. A third waits in ambush, hidden until the final moment. It is a strategy refined over countless generations. When the distance closes, the attack becomes brutally efficient. The lion leaps forward, locking its powerful forelegs around the prey. Razor-sharp claws dig deep for grip as massive jaws reach for the throat or muzzle. Within moments, the struggle begins to fade. For the pride, another meal has been secured. But success is far from guaranteed. In fact, lions fail far more often than they succeed. Studies have shown that most hunting attempts end in failure, especially when prey detects the ambush early or escapes into rough terrain. Every failed chase drains precious energy, forcing lions to carefully choose when and what to pursue. That is why they often target the vulnerable. Young animals, the elderly, the sick, or those separated from the safety of the herd. It isn't cruelty. It's survival. When larger prey such as Cape buffalo, giraffes, or even young elephants become the target, the hunt demands extraordinary teamwork. Several lionesses may leap onto different parts of the animal at once, using their combined strength to bring down prey many times heavier than themselves. These battles can be incredibly dangerous. A single kick from a zebra can break bones. A buffalo's horns can fatally wound a lion. Even an experienced hunter can pay the ultimate price for one miscalculation. Yet hunger leaves little room for fear. After a successful kill, another challenge begins. Feeding. Contrary to popular myths, the dominant Malay usually eats first, especially if he helped defend the territory or participated in the hunt. Once he has finished, lionesses and older cubs take their turn. The youngest cubs often eat last, relying on the adults to leave enough behind. Competition at the carcass can be fierce. Growls echo through the air. Paws swipe. Teeth flash. Even within a family, every meal reminds them that survival is never guaranteed. And lions are rarely alone at the feast. The scent of fresh blood travels quickly across the savannah. Soon, spotted hyenas begin to gather in the darkness, their eerie calls growing louder with every passing minute. Jackals circle cautiously at the edges, while vultures descend from the sky, waiting for their chance to claim what remains. A successful hunt can quickly turn into a battle to protect the prize. For the lions, every meal must last. Because no one knows when the next opportunity will come. But despite their unmatched teamwork on the hunt, the greatest strength of lions isn't found in bringing down prey. It lies within the family they fight to protect. In the next chapter, we'll step inside the pride itself, where loyalty, cooperation, motherhood, and fierce rivalry shape the remarkable social lives of the world's only truly social big cats. If you're enjoying this journey into the secret world of lions, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to WLTV. We bring Earth's most incredible wildlife stories to life every week. Chapter 4: The Lion Family. As dawn paints the African sky in shades of gold and orange, the pride awakens. Tiny cubs tumble over one another in playful mock battles. Lionesses gently groom their young. Nearby, the dominant Malay watches over the family, his eyes constantly scanning the horizon for danger. This isn't just a group of lions. It's one of the most sophisticated family societies in the animal kingdom. Unlike tigers, leopards, or jaguars that spend most of their lives alone, lions depend on one another. Their survival is built on cooperation, trust, and strong social bonds that can last for generations. At the heart of every pride are the lionesses. Most are closely related: sisters, daughters, mothers, aunts, and grandmothers. Many remain with the pride for life, creating a stable family network where experience is passed from one generation to the next. They hunt together. They defend one another. And most importantly, they raise their cubs together. When several females give birth around the same time, something remarkable happens. The cubs are raised almost as one giant family. A hungry cub may nurse from its own mother, or from another lioness in the pride. This shared parenting gives young lions a better chance of surviving the harsh realities of the wild. During the first few weeks after birth, mothers hide their cubs in thick vegetation, keeping them away from predators and even other lions. The newborns are blind, helpless, and weigh little more than a house cat. Every sound, every scent could attract danger. As the cubs grow stronger, they are introduced to the rest of the pride. What follows is months of learning through play. To human eyes, it may look like simple fun. But every playful pounce, chase, and wrestling match teaches critical survival skills. Cubs practice stalking, improve their balance, strengthen their muscles, and learn how to judge distance, all while building lifelong bonds with their siblings. Not every lesson is gentle. Older lions often discipline overexcited cubs with a firm growl or a quick swat of the paw. These interactions teach respect, boundaries, and the complex social rules that keep the pride functioning. Communication within the pride goes far beyond roaring. Lions greet one another by rubbing heads and cheeks together, strengthening social bonds and exchanging scent. Soft grunts reassure nearby family members, while low growls, snarls, and body posture communicate everything from affection to warning. Even a flick of the tail or the position of the ears can reveal a lion's mood. To an outsider, these signals may seem subtle. To another lion, they speak volumes. The dominant males play a different but equally important role. While lionesses provide most of the food, males serve as guardians of the kingdom. They patrol territorial boundaries, confront invading coalitions, and defend the pride against dangerous rivals. A healthy adult male may spend hours each day scent marking trees and bushes or running into the darkness, warning strangers to stay away. These displays often prevent fights before they even begin. But not always. Because somewhere beyond the edge of the territory, young nomadic males are waiting. Watching. Growing stronger. Searching for the perfect opportunity to challenge the reigning kings. For cubs, life is filled with danger long before those battles begin. Leopards. Hyenas. African wild dogs. Large pythons. Even crocodiles lurking at river crossings. All are capable of killing an unwary cub. And the greatest threat of all may come from another lion. When a new coalition of males takes control of a pride, the consequences can be devastating. Cubs fathered by the previous males are often killed, allowing the new rulers to father offspring of their own and ensure their bloodline continues. It is one of nature's harshest realities. Yet the lionesses do not surrender easily. Mothers have been observed risking, and sometimes sacrificing, their own lives while defending their cubs against overwhelming odds. Their courage reminds us that the true strength of a pride is not measured only by its roaring kings, but by the fierce devotion of its mothers. Every cub that survives carries the future of the dynasty. Every lesson learned through play prepares the next generation for an unforgiving world. Because beyond the safety of the family lies a challenge unlike any other. A battle for power. A battle for territory. A battle for the throne itself. Next chapter, the brutal fight for the throne, where rival coalitions clash in violent territorial wars, and the fate of an entire pride can change in a single night. Chapter 5: The brutal fight for the throne. Night falls over the savannah. The pride rests peacefully beneath scattered acacia trees. Cubs sleep beside their mothers, unaware that beyond the darkness, a deadly challenge is drawing closer. Then, a deep roar echoes across the plains. Another answers. And another. These are not friendly calls. They are declarations of war. For a Malay lion, becoming king is never guaranteed. Every dominant Malay once began life as a vulnerable cub, protected by the pride. But as he grows older, everything changes. Between the ages of 2 and 3, young males are driven away from the only home they've ever known. Even their own fathers may chase them out. It may seem cruel, but this separation prevents inbreeding and forces the next generation to prove itself in the wild. Now begins one of the hardest journeys in nature. Life as a nomad. Without the protection of a pride, these young lions wander hundreds of miles across unfamiliar territory. Hunger becomes a constant companion. They hunt alone or form small coalitions with brothers and cousins, relying on teamwork to survive. Many never make it. Some die from starvation. Others are killed by buffalo, hyenas, crocodiles, or rival lions. Only the strongest survive long enough to challenge for a kingdom. Years later, after growing larger, stronger, and more experienced, the coalition begins searching for a pride to conquer. They don't attack immediately. First, they watch. They listen. They wait for signs of weakness. Perhaps the resident males are growing old. Perhaps one has been injured. Perhaps the pride has become divided. When the moment is right, the invasion begins. The clash between rival males is one of Africa's most violent spectacles. Massive bodies collide with tremendous force. Powerful forelegs strike like hammers. Razor-sharp claws break through thick manes. Jaws snap shut with crushing power as each lion struggles to seize the other's throat or shoulders. Roars shake the air. Dust rises around the combatants. Every bite, every swipe, could determine who rules the kingdom. These battles can last only a few minutes, or continue for hours through repeated confrontations. The winners earn more than territory. They gain access to food, shelter, and the opportunity to father the next generation. For the defeated kings, there is no mercy. If they survive their injuries, they are forced into exile. Old, exhausted, and alone, many spend their final months wandering the wilderness until hunger, disease, or another rival ends their reign forever. But the greatest tragedy often comes after victory. When new males take control of a pride, they usually kill the young cubs sired by the previous rulers. It is one of the most heartbreaking realities of lion society. By doing this, the lionesses return to breeding condition more quickly, allowing the new coalition to produce cubs that carry their own genes. Nature is not driven by kindness. It is driven by survival. Yet the lionesses rarely accept this without resistance. They growl, charge, bite, and sometimes fight to the death defending their young, even against opponents far larger than themselves. Their bravery is extraordinary, but the odds are often overwhelming. Months later, peace slowly returns. The victorious coalition patrols its new territory. Fresh cubs are born. The pride begins to rebuild. Once again, the African plains hear the unmistakable roar of the reigning king. But every ruler knows a difficult truth. No kingdom lasts forever. Somewhere beyond the horizon, another generation of young males is growing stronger. Watching. Waiting. Preparing for the day they will challenge the throne. The cycle continues, just as it is for thousands of years. In the wild, a lion is never truly safe, not even the king. Yet despite their fearsome reputation, lions possess remarkable abilities and surprising behaviors that most people never discover. Some climb trees. Some develop almost black manes. Others have adapted to environments that seem impossible for the world's most famous predator. In the next chapter, we'll uncover the hidden secrets of lions that continue to surprise even experienced wildlife research. Chapter 6: Hidden Secrets Few People Know. For centuries, lions have been symbols of power, courage, and royalty. But behind their legendary reputation lies a world of astonishing secrets that even many wildlife enthusiasts have never discovered. The more scientists study lions, the more surprising they become. One of the biggest myths about lions is that they spend every moment hunting or fighting. In reality, lions are among the laziest large predators on Earth. An adult lion may sleep or rest for 16 to 20 hours a day. At first, this seems unbelievable. But in Africa's intense heat, conserving energy is essential. Every hunt requires an explosive burst of strength, and wasting energy during the hottest hours could mean the difference between life and death. When the sun begins to set, the kingdom awakens. Another surprise? Not all lions stay on the ground. In places like Lake Manyara National Park in Tanzania and parts of Uganda's Queen Elizabeth National Park, some lions regularly climb trees. Researchers believe they do this for several reasons. High branches provide relief from biting insects. They offer cooler breezes during hot afternoons. And they create excellent vantage points for watching both prey and rival predators. The sight of a full-grown Malay lion resting across the branches of a fig tree is something few people ever forget. Then there's the roar. Most people know it's loud. Very few realize just how extraordinary it really is. A lion's roar can travel up to 8 kilometers, or about 5 miles, under favorable conditions. The sound serves many purposes. It reunites members of a scattered pride. It warns neighboring lions to stay away. And it announces that this territory already belongs to someone. Often, a single roar is enough to prevent a dangerous fight before it ever begins. Perhaps the lion's most recognizable feature is its magnificent mane. But did you know no two manes are exactly alike? Some males have pale blonde manes. Others develop rich golden, reddish-brown, or nearly black manes. Dark manes are often associated with maturity, good health, and high testosterone levels. Studies have suggested that females may show a preference for darker-maned males, while rival lions can perceive them as more intimidating opponents. Of course, a darker mane also absorbs more heat under the blazing African sun, a costly trade-off for looking formidable. Another rare wonder is the white lion. Despite their striking appearance, white lions are not albinos. Instead, they inherit a rare recessive genetic trait known as leucism, which reduces pigmentation while leaving the eyes and skin normally colored. White lions occur naturally, although they are extremely uncommon in the wild. Even more mysterious are the lions of the past. During the Ice Age, gigantic relatives such as the cave lion roamed across Europe, Asia, and parts of North America. These prehistoric predators were among the largest cats ever to exist, sharing landscapes with mammoths, woolly rhinoceroses, giant deer, and early humans. Although they disappeared thousands of years ago, their paintings still survive on the walls of ancient caves, reminding us how deeply lions have shaped human history. Modern lions have adapted to an astonishing variety of habitats. While many people picture endless grasslands, lions also thrive in dry deserts, dense woodlands, floodplains, and even the swampy channels of Botswana's Okavango Delta. Some populations regularly swim across rivers and flooded grasslands in search of prey, behavior rarely associated with big cats. Their intelligence is equally impressive. Researchers have observed lions solving problems together, recognizing individual members of their pride by voice, and remembering the boundaries of enormous territories. They understand cooperation. They remember allies. And they learn from experience. Perhaps that's why lions have remained one of Africa's dominant predators for hundreds of thousands of years. Yet for all their strength, intelligence, and adaptability, the greatest threat lions now face isn't another predator. It is us. Across Africa, the kingdom of the lion is shrinking. Ancient migration routes are disappearing. Wild spaces are becoming smaller. And the future of one of Earth's most iconic animals hangs in the balance. In our final chapter, we'll discover whether the true king of beasts can survive the modern world, and what must happen to ensure its roar continues to echo across Africa for generations to come. Chapter 7: Can the king survive? For thousands of years, the lion ruled vast landscapes stretching across Africa, the Middle East, southern Europe, and parts of Asia. Its roar echoed across continents. Its image inspired kings and kingdoms. Its power became legendary. But today, the greatest enemy of the lion isn't another predator. It's the rapid transformation of the world around it. Only a few centuries ago, lions occupied enormous ranges across Africa. Now, many of those lands have been replaced by expanding cities, farms, roads, and settlements. As human populations grow, the wilderness continues to shrink, leaving lions with fewer places to hunt, breed, and roam. For an animal that depends on large territories, this loss of habitat can be devastating. A single pride may require hundreds of square kilometers to find enough prey. When those spaces become fragmented, lions are forced into closer contact with people. And that's where conflict begins. In many rural communities, livestock are a family's livelihood. When natural prey becomes scarce, hungry lions may attack cattle, goats, or sheep. For the people who depend on those animals, the losses can be severe. In response, lions are sometimes killed in retaliation. It's a tragic cycle. People are protecting their livelihoods. Lions are simply trying to survive. Another challenge is the decline of wild prey. In some regions, antelope, zebras, and buffalo have become less abundant due to habitat loss, drought, and illegal hunting. With fewer natural food sources available, lions must travel farther and take greater risks to feed their prides. Disease also poses a threat. Outbreaks of illnesses such as canine distemper virus and bovine tuberculosis have affected some lion populations, especially where domestic animals and wildlife come into close contact. Then there is climate change. Longer droughts, unpredictable rainfall, and changing ecosystems can alter the movements of prey, making survival even more difficult for predators that rely on healthy, balanced habitats. Yet despite these challenges, there is hope. Across Africa and Asia, dedicated conservationists, scientists, park rangers, veterinarians, and local communities are working tirelessly to protect lions. Protected national parks and wildlife reserves provide safe refuges where prides can raise cubs with fewer human pressures. Wildlife corridors are helping reconnect fragmented habitats, allowing lions and their prey to move more naturally across the landscape.
Easy now.
Community conservation programs are also making a difference.
Easy now.
In many areas, local people are being supported with improved livestock protection, compensation programs, and wildlife tourism that creates income from living lions rather than dead ones. When communities benefit from conservation, both people and wildlife have a better chance to thrive together. Technology is helping as well. GPS collars allow researchers to monitor lion movements in real time, identify areas of conflict, and better understand how prides use their territories. Camera traps reveal behaviors that were once almost impossible to observe, while drones and satellite imagery help protect vast landscapes from illegal activities. These innovations are giving scientists powerful new tools to safeguard one of the world's most iconic predators. The lion has overcome countless challenges throughout its evolutionary history. It survived ice ages. It adapted to changing climates. It competed with formidable predators. Its resilience is extraordinary. But the future of the species will depend on something no lion can control: the choices we make. Whether future generations hear a lion's roar in the wild, or only read about it in history books, will be shaped by the actions taken today. The king's story is still being written, and its next chapter belongs to all of us. Closing narration. As the sun sinks below the African horizon, the pride settles beneath the acacia trees. The cubs curl safely beside their mothers. The lionesses keep a watchful eye on the darkness. Far across the plains, the dominant Malay lifts his head. One final roar rolls across the savanna, echoing through the grasslands, across rivers, and into the night. It is more than a sound. It is a declaration of survival. A reminder that true strength is not measured by size alone, but by resilience, cooperation, courage, and the determination to endure. The lion may not be the fastest animal. It may not be the largest. It may not even win every hunt. But through family, teamwork, and unwavering determination, it has earned its place as one of the greatest predators the natural world has ever known. If its roar continues to echo across Africa for generations to come, it will be because nature and humanity chose to protect one of Earth's greatest living legends. Thank you for watching WLTV. If you enjoyed uncovering the secrets of Africa's most iconic predator, you'll love our documentaries on elephants, spiders, prehistoric Earth, and many more. Click one of the videos on your screen, and don't forget to subscribe to WLTV for more cinematic wildlife documentaries.